6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We are expecting to hear from President Biden about the Omicron variant later today. The U.S. had its first confirmed death related to Omicron, a Texas man who was unvaccinated with underlying health conditions. The CDC says this new strain is now dominant in the U.S., accounting for almost 3 out of every 4 infections last week. That's up from about 3% of all infections the week before.
Madison police have arrested a teenager and issued a warrant for another one in connection to a string of armed carjackings. The incidents happened between August and October on Madison's west side. Officers say over 40 vehicles were broken into on one night. They also say more people have been suspected in the attacks, with the investigations ongoing.
The Wisconsin National Guard says about 500 members are currently helping with COVID-19 testing and vaccinations across Wisconsin. They're also helping to manage the state's vaccine stockpiles. About 60 more Guard troops are also serving in 4 state mental health facilities as nursing assistants. At one point, more than 1,400 troops were mobilized to help with COVID-19 issues.
A Milwaukee County judge has granted the state's request for a $200,000 cash bail for Darrell. Brooks appeared in court twice yesterday via speakerphone. The court hearings were about incidents that happened before the Waukesha parade tragedy in which he's accused. Prosecutors say last year the Milwaukee man fired a gun at his nephew and another person after a fight. This past November, he tried to run over the mother of his child.
A UW legend and Olympic champion passed away over the weekend. Kerry Graves died Sunday afternoon in a local hospital after a battle with Alzheimer's disease. Graves was the star of the first national championship won by a UW varsity women's team. That's the 1975 National Women's Rowing Team. Crew wasn't an NCAA sport at the time. Graves would later go on to compete in the Olympics, winning a bronze in 1976 and gold in '84.
Median home prices in Wisconsin rose more than 7% from November 2020 to November 2021. According to data from the Wisconsin Realtors Association, the median price home is $240,000 now. Median family income, though, only rose an estimated 1% during that same time. Existing home sales kept pace with strong sales in November of 2020.
Governor Evers says more than 20,000 farmers received a total of $50 million through the 2021 Farm Support Program. This round saw a 33% jump in applications compared to the first 2. Direct aid payments are given out to Wisconsin farmers who experienced economic losses due to the pandemic. Around $100 million has been directed to support Wisconsin farmers through the program. President Biden's $2 trillion spending bill looking unlikely to pass after West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin announced Sunday he wouldn't vote for it. The White House says it will still keep fighting for the president's plan. It allocates funds to fight climate change, expand child care, Medicare, and universal pre-K. Senate Democrats still plan to debate the legislation on the floor next month.
The NHL postponing all games tomorrow through Saturday. It comes after 11 teams suspended their operations due to COVID. The league will allow 2 games to happen today before the shutdown. The schedule is set to resume now on December 27th. So far this season, COVID-19 cases have postponed 44 games in the league.
We are tracking a light snowmaker throughout parts of the state this morning. That's going to be mainly to our north. Right here in southern Wisconsin, we stay on the dry side of this, but we're still going to be cold. We're still going to see some of that cloud cover out there. For now, we're waking up with some sun. Temperatures are at 16 degrees for us in Madison. Cloud cover increases today. We will warm up, though, towards 34 moving into the afternoon. Here's Future Track. You see how the snow generally stays to our north as we deal with more of the cloud cover. Will be cold tomorrow as well.
Chris Reese, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us, folks. Enjoy that sunrise. We'll be back here in half an hour with another news and weather update.